found a great match for you guys. Most folks want nothing to do with teenagers.
They use drugs and they watch people playing video games on YouTube.
Hi! Just FYI, we can all hear you. Bye-bye.
Então, pessoal, estou aqui em Miami. A gente veio aqui conversar com a Isabela Moner sobre o filme De Repente Uma Família, Instant Family, here in United States. Hi, Isabela.
Hi! How do you say instant family in Portuguese?
De Repente Uma Família. The real translation will be Família Instantânea. But the adaptation is De Repente Uma Família.
De Repente Uma Família.
2 years ago, a couple of years ago, you went to São Paulo to promote Transformers.
Yeah, I
and
did.
We talked for the first time there.
Yeah.
It was terrific. Can we say that Mark Wahlberg, who also was in Transformers, is like a godfather for you?
Yeah, he would I think he would take up that responsibility. Yeah. He's been very supportive of me, and he feels very protective, I guess, is what I mean. This is from he told me, and he when we were part of this movie, he called up my mother to convince her to let me be a part of this movie. And now the difference was that Sean Anders, the director, he was worried that we already had this previous father-daughter type thing going on in Transformers, so he was worried that he didn't want it to happen again and repeat. But Mark Wahlberg was a big, he really supported me, and he wanted me to be a part of it. But still, I auditioned over Skype, and it was over the computer. My computer was broken, and they could only see me. I couldn't see the director or anyone behind the camera. So it was weird. My computer's so broken. But I still got it. I did it. We're here.
Well, on the other side, we have the couple, the adults, who was this couple who wants to start a family, and the kids who wants to get a family. You are in the middle because you are one of the kids, but you are also one of the parents, like for your brother and sister. How was the challenge to create this character?
So I think Lizzie really just wants to be in the foster care system. She only wants to be there because of her younger siblings. Like, she really wants them to find a home. Whether that's like out of her, it's an inconvenience for her, she still loves them more than herself. And she truly, deep down, I don't think she believes that she deserves that unconditional love because she's grown up so much without it. And I feel like Sean Anders does a good job of representing that side of the foster care system with teenagers, which is so sad and it's heartbreaking because you know that they have less of a chance than the younger kids. And it's the truth. It's the truth of the situation. And part of Lizzie, what she wants it, but she doesn't think she deserves it, and that's the conflict. And that's why there's so much conflict and tension between the parents and her.
You're just another white lady who wants to adopt charity orphans to make you feel good about yourself. Pretend, Mom!
Well, Instant Family talks about adoption. It's a matter that you don't see very often at the movies in Hollywood. How important is it for you to discuss this matter?
I think that it's different than what people have been thinking it's about during the trailers. I think it actually has a message. I think it actually can make a difference in people's lives. And from the reaction I've been getting, it's truthful. Because there are a lot of foster families that went around in the world and they saw the movie, because Sean Anders put it on tour, and he showed the movie to different states and every single state, and they all loved it, and they all said it was an accurate representation. So I think it's truthful. So people who want to adopt should probably see this movie, truthfully. And I also think that Sean Anders only has good intentions. Because of the fires in California, he canceled the premiere. Like, he canceled the red carpet and the after party. Still did the screening, but he gave the after party food to the evacuees and the victims of the fires. And
so nice.
He's just a good It's just a good guy. Like, he has just good intentions, and there's no way that something like this with such positive energy could fail. I feel like it's gonna change a lot of lives.
Have you did any kind of research about your character?
Yeah, I talked to a lot of children in foster care who grew up out of the system or were teenagers who got adopted at that age. And it's like a very sad situation. A lot of the experiences that Lizzie goes through in this movie were pulled from real experiences that kids went through, like their parents having a meth lab in the basement when they're 9 years old, or being abused by one of the parents, and just going through it, man. Like, kids should never have to go through this, and they're strong, and they always come out strong. That's one thing I've seen as a pattern from my research, is every single kid is strong.
I need you to think about something that really pisses you off. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, let's see it. Bust that up. Yes! There you go. You like that?
Yeah,
huh?
good.
All right, come on. There we go. Yes.
In the end of the movie, you also sings and co-wrote the song. How was the be part to become a singer as well, an actor?
You know, it's always interesting trying to mix the two worlds because I wasn't a singer before I was an actress. I've been writing songs since I was 6 years old, and it was a big leap of faith for me to even release this song because it was so personal to me, every song I write. Yeah. So Shawn Anders always saw me with a ukulele on set and singing and stuff, and it's just like my favorite pastime. So he just asked if I wrote songs, and I asked if he wrote songs. He said he was in a band, and we kind of bonded over that, and it kind of happened naturally. Yeah, it was it was not really businessy. It was just a teamwork experience, kind of like this movie.
Well, Isabela, thank you very much.
Thank you. So good to see you again.
Blossom. Should we give them a kiss goodnight?
You guys are overthinking this.
Let me fix it for you. Everything's gonna be okay.
Thanks, Daddy.
I got my first daddy.
You suck. I want some of that. Can I help you with anything?